If you feel like weekends always mess up your routine and you find yourself waking up on Mondays feeling tired, bloated, or like you're starting from scratch, trust me, you are not alone. I've been in the health and wellness space for over 8 years, including as a personal trainer, so I get how weekends can feel like they're undoing all your week's progress. But don't worry, these 6 simple habits are gonna help you stay on track without feeling totally restricted or overwhelmed. So let's dive in. Before we start, I just want to say welcome back to the Be So Good channel, where we're all about elevating ourselves from the inside out. I'm so glad you're here. Let's get into it. Habit number 1 is that we're going to focus on adding and not restricting. Have you ever felt like you're always trying to cut things out on the weekends and it really only makes it a lot harder? Instead, we're going to reframe this into really focusing on adding positive and nourishing things as opposed to just focusing on all the things that we need to take away. For example, if you're out at brunch with friends, instead of telling yourself, I can't have mimosas, or I can't have pancakes, I can't have this, I can't have that, what you're gonna tell yourself instead is, I'm going to enjoy brunch. Let me order a little omelet first and maybe a cup of fruit, and then I'll start to get into a mimosa, or I'll share pancakes with one of my friends, anything like that. And the reason why this works is that it's really helping you avoid that deprivation mindset of all the things that you quote unquote are telling yourself you can't have in order to stick to your health or fitness goals. Because this often has the opposite effect and it can lead to binging on the weekends. But just overall, it's really focusing on not falling victim to the deprivation mentality and focusing on adding positive things, not just focusing on the things that you need to take away. That way you get to enjoy brunch, you get to enjoy your weekends in a way that's balanced. So really it's as easy as asking yourself, what can I add that's going to support my day? Habit number 2 is that we're gonna make movement more effortless. Have you ever felt like you lack motivation to work out on the weekends? Maybe it's going to the gym or just staying active overall. And that's because we need to break the gym or nothing mentality. Obviously, if you enjoy going to the gym, by all means going to the gym, but also know that it is not your only option on the weekends to stay healthy, to stay active. You can invite a friend to go take a workout class, or maybe instead of meeting up with a friend and sitting at a coffee shop for 3 or 4 hours catching up, you can still go get coffee and tell your friend, hey, let's go grab coffee and let's walk around the neighborhood while we catch up, or go for a little walk on the beach. There are so many options. Personally, if you've watched any of my other fitness videos or my content overall, I am a huge walker. I love to walk. I love soft forms of exercise that complement whatever maybe your harder training sessions may be. But really overall, just doing things that keep you moving, that keep you getting steps in, keep your body in motion throughout the weekend, that are fun, that are things that you're going to enjoy. Go with a friend, go with a significant other, make movement something that is not a chore. If you make it effortless, if you plug it in seamlessly into your day, or bonus tip, if you habit stack it with something, which just means you're tying it to something else. So for example, if your favorite lunch spot is by your gym, maybe you tell yourself, yeah, I'm gonna go have my favorite dish at my favorite lunch spot, but before I do that, I'm gonna go work out for a little bit and then I'm gonna go get my lunch. If you habit stack it like that, it can also make it so much easier so that it doesn't feel so daunting to move on the weekends. Because when you get active without dreading it, it's something that you look forward to and it's not something that you have to do. Habit number 3 is that you're gonna plan at least one nourishing meal, because have you noticed how one really balanced meal can totally change how your day feels? One really intentional meal really helps your energy stay stable and your body feel more energized, and that way you're also allowing a lot more room for flexibility around all your other meals. So let's say you start your day with a really rich protein, fiber, maybe some greens breakfast, and then the rest of the day, maybe you have lunch plans or brunch and then dinner plans, but you know that at least you again added one really positive thing into your day. And it's truly just a domino effect, just doing one simple meal that at least you planned one, and everything else can stay balanced and flexible. Again, not feeling restrictive or like you have to follow an exact plan, or if you veer off that plan, your whole weekend has become useless or has gone against what your goals are. You don't have to plan your whole entire day, just plan plan one anchor meal. That way that one meal gives you a little bit of structure, but without the pressure. And it makes it easier to follow through the rest of the weekend with a more balanced approach. Habit number 4 is that you're going to prioritize rest. Have you ever felt guilty for taking time to rest, especially on the weekends, and you're forcing yourself to stay out late every night because everyone else is going out, even when you're completely exhausted from the week? Well, this is your sign that you don't need to do that, that it's okay to rest on the weekends, to prioritize that, to tell your friends, yeah, I'll come hang out, but I'm gonna be leaving around 10 or 11. I really wanna go to meet my friend and go for a walk tomorrow morning, and I wanna feel good, I wanna feel energized. Or maybe with those same friends, you can opt for going to lunch or to brunch instead of going for a really late night dinner that you know is gonna trickle into making you go to bed really late and you're really, really tired. This is your sign to prioritize sleeping, to prioritizing just getting that rest that you need if you've had a really tough week. Really reframe to treat rest as a reward and not a missed opportunity of doing something else. That way you can wake up with less stress, more clear-headed, more energized, and more likely to really stick to your health goals. Habit number 5 is to set boundaries that feel good and start saying no to the stuff that really drains you. This kind of piggybacks off of the previous point of prioritizing rest. A big part of doing that is also being able to set boundaries and saying no to things that you don't want to spend your weekend doing, that don't align with how you want to feel during your weekend or the things that you want to prioritize, whatever that may be to you. You can time block some time for yourself. If you're someone that is a little bit more introverted, or me myself, I am an only child. I love to be alone, so sometimes my social battery with just having 1 or 2 plans throughout a weekend can be enough for me, and then I have to say no to things because I just want some time by myself, and that's okay. If you're someone that needs to recharge and you need to set boundaries and just say no to certain things that take that energy away from you, that is so okay, and you are allowed to do that. I like to think that boundaries aren't walls, they're just filters that support your health, your goals, and everything that you want to pour your energy and time into. Habit number 6 is to forgive yourself in real time. And this is a big one. Here we're talking about the mentality of, I'm just gonna start over on Monday, the whole weekend is shot as soon as things don't go to plan. And so many people fall into this trap. I know I've fallen into this trap so many times, but we are dropping the I'll start over on Monday mindset because it's truly not helping you. For example, let's say you had a plan to eat healthier this weekend because you've been eating so healthy throughout the week, and then you went out to an unexpected dinner and you ordered things that you didn't want to order. Again, that restrictive mindset that we're not doing anymore either, because that doesn't promote this long-term and real balance. But this is your sign that just because one thing did not go as planned, that is also okay. And just because that one thing didn't go as planned does not mean that your whole weekend is shot and that you're just gonna start over on Monday. Instead, you're just gonna tell yourself, I really enjoyed that. It was delicious and it's okay. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a healthy breakfast. I'm gonna go for a walk, and it's really not that big of a deal. You just catch yourself when you're about to get into that negative spiral and neutralize it, replace it with something a little bit more compassionate, and just move on to the next thing. Don't beat yourself up over it. It's not gonna do anything positive for you, because when you can really master this, there's gonna be no shame spiral, no starting over, just real life progress. So I hope that this video helps you feel more excited for next weekend and less guilty about your weekends, because weekends are meant to be enjoyed and they really can support your health and your wellness and your fitness goals when you start to reframe things and apply these habits to really make this a lifelong lifestyle that you can really stick to and feel really good about. So if you got any value from this video, I'd really love if you like and subscribe. Most of the people that watch my videos and keep coming back aren't subscribed yet, and subscribing. It really helps support the channel and reach more people that need this gentle, realistic wellness content. Also, let me know in the comments what you struggle with the most on the weekends. We're all learning, so I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And as always, I am so grateful to have you here. Be sure to check out one of my next videos that YouTube thinks you'll love here next.